Ooh. Spooky shit. Oh, the little cursor is adorable. Oh. Oh, noise. Noise! That's fun. You probably can't see that under my model, can you? Patreon, Discord, and our website is what it says. Version 0.1.5. Anyway, hi, my name is Very Bunny. Welcome to Cryptid Crush. I've also found this on Itch.io. I thought it was sick. I need to turn the volume down. Oh my god. It makes noise, and we all have, like, our own issues, right? That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Let's start a new game.
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm glad I got a hold of you in time.
I'm gonna turn it up so that way you guys should be able to hear it.
You're wildly unprepared to enter this world, and I'd rather not see a human be torn apart by the fabric of reality.
Rude.
You can speak, can't you?
No.
In any case, I'm going to ask, what's your name?
We're going with Barry. That sounds like a name, right? Barry Bunny. That is my whole name. Barry Bunny, I'll keep that in mind.
Who am I? Definitely not the Mothman. Now, how would you like to be addressed?
You want to tell me which one they sound like?
Good choice. Spicing it up, are you?
Ah! Let's just play uncrypted, just regular. Going with the intended difficulty.
What's with the random questions? Well, those who lack a sense of self tend to disintegrate upon entry into this realm of existence. I'm just here to help jog your memory. Oh, great. Let's just zoom through these questions. So tell me about yourself. What's your preferred type of beverage?
Beverage? Sparkling water. It's water that fights back. Water, but I'm not a nerd about it. A soda concoction that I call Fizzy Killer. Herbal tea. That's with a drink and more than 70%. I drink a lot of herbal tea.
Name one of your greatest weaknesses.
I freeze up. I never believed in bad luck. All of them. It's between scatterbrained and freezing up, because I know I do both of those things. Let's go with freeze up.
Something you're ignoring right now.
Wouldn't you like to know, Moth Boy?
What would you say is your strongest quality?
I exercise
You
regularly.
had an entire day to yourself. Where would you spend it?
My bed. I don't agree with either of these answers. I don't view time as a currency in work.
If you were a cryptid, what would you be?
Ooh. Sea monster, space alien, werewolf, a ghost, space alien.
Great, interesting. Now how do you envision yourself?
This is not what I look like. Ooh. Okay. I can have a beanie. Yes. This isn't what I look like at all. Hair length, hair pump, facial hair.
It seems
Sure.
my time here is up. Good luck, and know this. I'm rooting for you.
Okay. Buzz buzz. Your phone startles you awake, a trail of messages scrolling down your screen. Hey, are you awake? It's time! Ghosty time. I sent you the address. Just follow the radio tower and you'll find it. All you can manage to type back in your half-asleep sluggish state is okay. You feel a sudden icy chill, jolting you awake and sending you shivers down your spine. You see a large fuzzy gray cat with 3 eyes and a flaming tail shoving her translucent paw through your face.
Greetings, mortal.
With a yelp, you leap out of bed, the shimmering tabby cat phasing right through you.
Can't you just be normal? You slept through 3 alarms. I was getting desperate.
Okay, I'm awake. And I'm running late. You rush around your room, gathering everything you could possibly need for tonight. You then run through your mental checklist. Don't forget your flashlight, bolt cutters, granola bars, and... You squat down to tie your shoes and slip on your jacket. Opening the door, you step out into the stuffy hallway and march out to your car. Wait for me! Taro has to race to catch up with you, meowing in protest as she kicks off the top step and floats down the stairs, phasing right through the apartment wall. Chapter 0, Dead Air. Taro finally lands on your shoulder as you reach your car and nips your ear. Ow! You try to brush the phantom cat off your shoulder, but your hand sweeps right through her. Got you! You flick on the headlights before backing up and pulling onto the street. Are you sure Alice is going to be any help? Taro keeps her little paws tucked under her fluff like a fuzzy bread loaf. You know what they say about Mothmen?
Excuse me?
That they're bad omens? Bingo. Omen or not, I could use all the help I can get. Right, that nasty curse. You should really get that checked out. Isn't that your job?
That's cute.
You don't expect me to work on an empty stomach, do you? I'm feeling faint. Do you need me to stop and get you something? Oh, no, don't worry about me. I'll survive. You're the one dealing with that wretched curse, not me. I don't feel any different. Oh, you will, and it's going to be agonizing. You never mentioned that. I didn't want to scare you. Oh, shit. Even describing this curse brings about evil. So you can't get rid of it, you can't even talk about it, and it's going to be excruciating. Is there anything else you forgot to tell me? Well, there's a countdown. A countdown? That's right. It's a countdown to your imminent demise. It's not funny. I'm not joking, silly. How much time do I have? That's for a cat to know and a physician to find out. But that's why you're here, right? Being a cosmic guardian and all? You're meant to protect me. Absolutely! Your phone chimes, buzzing in the cup holder. Where are you? I'm on my way! Sheesh, unlike you, most of us can't fly. You fell back asleep, didn't you? I'm not nocturnal! Not with that attitude. So do you see the station? Leaning forward, you glance upwards toward the distant radio tower cutting through the night air. I think so. Is it just the three of us? Depends. How cool are you with doubles? Pretty cool. Why? I have a friend who just got off work and was wondering if they could tag along. I figured I'd ask you first. Yeah, I definitely feel safer in a larger group. Sweet. See you soon. Don't forget about the phantom frequency. And a 103.1 Elkhorn radio. I've got it. Great thing, Kunk. The sound of feathers brushing at the microphone and the audio fizzles out before Atlas squeaks. Sorry, I hit a lamppost. I'll meet up with you soon. Drive safe. Alice hangs up. You picture Atlas wildly fluttering around a giant light bulb, and then it dawns on you. I forgot my flashlight! Looks like we'll need to make that pit stop at Snack Run. Rolling into view is a dingy-looking gas station named Owl's Owl Nighter. Dozens of sun-bleached local ads plaster the foggy store windows, weeds sprouting through the cracks in the cement. This place looks safe enough, right? It's well lit, at least. Help! Wanted. Help. Wanted. A pleasant jingle echoes into the night air as a door leading out of a roadside mini-mart swings open. Wow, it's talking. You walk out into the starlight carrying a convenience store sushi roll and a cheap flashlight.
That sushi was suspiciously underpriced.
You hold the receipt up to the neon open sign, eyeing it closely.
Oh well.
You shuffle back to your car, bounty in tow, and gaze over the horizon. You haven't had a moment to yourself since that cat practically poofed into existence. Opening the car door, you plop down the bag of groceries with a bit of a huff. Your ear catches a low, restrained sound of claws scraping against leather, the sound of some terrible creature trying to hide her devilry. Taro, you goblin! That's my car! Taro splays her paws and stretches, dragging her claws across the car seat. Well, as my Meowther always said, the world is your scratching post. I'll consider swearing your car's interior if you offer me something I want. She tilts her head to one side and closes her eyes expectantly. You roll your eyes and reach over, gently scratching Taro behind the ears. She's awfully cold for a big fuzzy cat. You're a real handful, Taro. Seriously, what kind of cat drags me out past midnight for some expired sushi? We have places to be. And the angel, of course, or that's what I call myself anyway. You do know I'm not just a normal cat, right? Meow, paw over the goods. You peel off the plastic wrap and slide it towards the demanding cat. You turn the key in the ignition, the old car rattling to life. We'd better get going before I totally chicken out. The car drives off, peeling out of the convenience store parking lot and down the dimly lit streets of Long Hope. Taro scarfs down the last bits of sushi, licking specks of rice off her nose. Aren't we on the lookout for that phantom frequency? Ah, right. You slide your hand over the dash and click on the stereo. The radio whirs on with harsh static as it switches between frequencies until it reaches 103.1. The static is cut with a crisp and peppy tune, cueing the start of some sort of radio show.
Good evening, Freaksters. I'm your host, Madhouse Mike, live at Elkhorn County Radio. What's that? Seems like my producer's letting me know that I am, in fact, dead. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks. So, before we get started, I just wanted to give a shout out to all my listeners. It is your support that keeps this show alive. So, as a thank you, I'll be starting tonight's show with some fan mail.
We are definitely not going the speed limit. Like, the speed limit's 40. We're not going that. Madhouse clears his throat for emphasis.
Hey, lovely. You want to make thousands working with a flexible schedule from home? Of course you do. Join our loyal family and become the independent girl boss of your dreams. For a tiny fee of $1,200, you two can enroll in our courses and start feeding today. Join us and flourish, Great Mother. Wow. Thanks much for that threatening and oddly fleshy letter. Seriously, this thing is meaty.
You turn off the radio. Yuck. Didn't you mail in a fan letter? I wouldn't call myself a fan. Heck, I never even heard of the guy. You grimace, glancing out the window as the woods begin thinning out into a clearing. That seems a tad insincere, bothering a fellow you don't even know. The skeletal frame of the radio tower stretches up over the horizon, looming over your destination, Elkhorn Radio Station. Pulling into the radio station's overgrown parking lot, you park between the fading lines. Taro hops up and jumps into her human's arms, insisting on being carried like the oversized baby she is. You open the car door and step outside. You feel the brush of Taro's whiskers against your cheek, somewhat easing your fears.
Oh dear.
Okay, we'll be fine. Just a Honda station on a hill, no big deal. You click on the hefty flashlight with a tight grip. You angle the light towards the station, as well as the large metal fence in front of it. Crap. Forgot the bolt cutters again. You turn your attention instead to a large sheet of wood spray painted with crude red letters attached to the fence. You read it aloud. Keep out. Trespassers will be murder-lated. Ah, cool. I heard the place goes red on Friday nights and the on-air sign never burns out. Bunch of silly rumors if you ask me. Where is everyone? It's already 2 a.m. They should have been here by now. Checking the time, you stuff your phone into your pocket and scan your surroundings with your flashlight. This calls for an investigation. Or I could just shoot them a text. No, not like that. You've got to roll. I left my dice at home. What am I looking at? Sometimes things require skill and a bit of luck, so to determine how your fate unfolds, you have to roll. You'll be given a difficulty rating that you have to meet or surpass. The universe will then add a modifier based on your stats. Brains, in this case. Oh, so it's D&D. This feels like some kind of forbidden knowledge. Oh, it is! Now try rolling for real.
Are you even trying?
That was awful. Don't worry, though. If you fail a roll, don't fret. You have a chance to change fate by spending karma. You know, let me just call Atlas. What's karma, you ask? Well, whenever you fail a roll, you can expend karma to re-roll. You can re-roll as many times as you have karma, whether you succeeded or failed that roll, but you have to be smart about it. You only get a point of karma when you fail and decide not to re-roll. You got it? I'm sure someone around here gets it. Great, now tap that button and try re-rolling those dice. Failure. Result 7 + 1. You shine your flashlight around the empty lot, noting nothing particularly catching your eye. Hi.
What the heck?
Wait, Atlas?
The one and only. I thought I'd scope out the perimeter before diving right in.
After his dramatic entrance, Atlas shakes out his glossy feathers and flaps his large wings. His antennae twitch as he stands on one leg, poking Taro with one of his hind claws.
So, is this the spirit you mentioned? I kinda expected something, more impressive.
Taro fluffs up, her whiskers standing on end as she hisses.
I am a great and powerful cosmic guardian.
She bites one of the Mothman's talons. Oof. Urgh. Ouch, I am in immense pain. Atlas pulls away, breaking out of Taro's grip. It's not too late to be haunted by something cooler, right? Taro's doing her best. You're just jealous you don't have a familiar following you around. Damn, if I had to pick, I'd want a raven familiar. Too bad ravens hate me. Atlas bends down and scoops the flashlight off the ground. Here, sorry for startling you. Breaking through the greenery, a single blue flame casts an eerie light over a large, imposing demon striding into the clearing, a heavy pair of bolt cutters resting at their hip.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, it seems everyone has arrived. I assume Atlas spoke of me? How'd you get here so fast? Legs? This is Jamie, the roughest devil around. They're a great listener, bone collector, fist fighter, and artist. Jamie, you should show Barry some drawings. No. But you're so good!
Who cares?
I suppose I'll scout on ahead since you seem to be in such capable claws. The feline hovers past the demon, floats through the fence, and disappears into the overgrowth. We should follow suit. Jamie struts toward the chain link fence, unsheathing the bolt cutters. They snap through the padlock and give a quick thumbs up.
Let the crimes commence.
This is a horrible idea. What if someone gets hurt? You hesitate, stopping just before the gate. Psh, ghosts are practically harmless. I bet this dude's just some disembodied voice or a possessed microphone. Besides, you've got me to protect you. Nah, it's the other way around. Hurry up. The exterior of the radio station is tagged with fading graffiti and plastered with condemnation warning posters. Jamie turns the handle to the front door and it easily clicks open. Creepy! Looking through the doorway, the dark interior of the station seems impossibly clean compared to the outside. The waiting room is seemingly suspended in time, only faded from months of neglect, maybe years. You shuffle in line behind Jamie as you examine the lobby. Stopping a moment, you realize that you're the only one with a flashlight. All of you can see in the dark? Indeed. My eyes can pierce any darkness. I actually rely on my capitate antenna. With these big ol' eyes, my vision's super sensitive to light. Okay, it's not seeing, but more like smelling.
You have got to be joking.
Atlas, can you go a day without mentioning your insectoid parts? I don't mind, really. You twirl the flashlight in your hand, nearly dropping it in the process. Wandering around, Atlas tries the nearest door. After finding it locked, he shuffles over to the recording studio window and presses his face against the glass. Jamie kicks one of the trash cans over. Dozens of lime green soda cans come clanging out, scattering across the floor. For an unlocked haunted house, it is surprisingly untouched. I almost feel bad trashing the place. Where do you think we'll find the ghost? You tuned into the ghost frequency, right? Atlas gives a reassuring nod.
No feathers off my
It's fine
back.
if you didn't. I'll catch you up. So the show is basically this radio host, Madhouse Mike, reading ghost stories and urban myths off a script. It was all super cheesy and I loved it. I don't understand why. Anyways, he's the ghost we're looking for. Madhouse was an expert on the supernatural, so I'm certain he'll know something about your curse. Mike is playing a character, Atlas. Who knows what the guy is like off air? Jamie absentmindedly crushes one of the split cans and tosses it back into the trash can. Aren't ghosts usually created from tragedy? He sounds normal enough to me. Atlas gasps.
Story about this one.
It was totally tragic. Madhouse died while advertising for some sketchy drink company. He thought he could bring in more listeners by drinking the entire sample box. It actually worked for like 2 seconds. I mean, really, who trusts a company named Toxic Waste Energy? That's terrible. He drank so much that his skin glowed green and he beefed it from all that radiation. The studio had to shut down. No one alive's been on air since. Do you even hear yourself? This is exactly what Madhouse would have wanted. Hosting a radio show for the rest of eternity? That sounds great.
You have got to be joking.
Turning into a restless ghost is easily the worst case scenario. It's funny, he carried me through those long nights at my old retail job back home, you know, before I got fired after being robbed twice and starting an electrical fire. The dude was a legend for us night owls. You truly are a bringer of bad luck. You're a literal devil. So it's just a rumor. Rumors won't get us anywhere. Let's search the place and gather more information. And risk upsetting the guy when we're about to hop onto his radio show? No way. Upset? Atlas?
Idiotic.
We're trespassers! What do you think about this, Barry? Both Jamie and Atlas turn to you expecting you to settle whatever this is. Jamie's right. We might find something useful like a vault of haunted treasure or a portal to a ghost dimension. Atlas, think of all the exclusive merch. You could totally ask for an autograph. You think so? Actually, let's check out the record room. There's gotta be some shiny collector vinyls and tapes in there. The Mothman's eyes sparkle. You know, for research purposes. Jamie brushes past you and opens the door before them, ushering the human to follow. Scratch that. I want this specter dealt with now. Hey, I was wondering, why'd you come with us? I wanted to meet you. An average human moving to Longhope is a major big deal. What makes you say that? Folks around here tend to be occult, undead, or aquatic, which you are not. Nope. Then something had to have brought you here. Jamie's expression darkens, their gaze trailing down before resting upon you. Your throat feels dry as you try to force a response. Well, I've known Atlas since, like, forever. He helped me unpack. No, something worse. Jamie, you're being awfully cryptic. I tend to be. Okay. But let's not jump to conclusions. You've decided Jamie is definitely annoyed with you. You must salvage this. So, you'll be there for Friday's movie night, right? Jamie's eyes light up, the flame atop their head flickering a warmer blue. Carrying stuffed sweet potatoes, chicken skewers, and jalapeno dip. You picture Jamie wearing a gingham apron and oven mitts, all while carrying a tray of freshly baked snickerdoodles. You cook?
Excellent.
Part-time. I have so many questions. They called me the grill master. Jamie, I need answers. I need you to keep walking. Sure thing, grill master.
Do not say that.
With a grunt, you manage to shove the door open, knocking down a filing cabinet, blocking the doorway within the room. Stepping over the cabinet, you gaze around the office. The room is completely trashed. Loose papers are scattered across the carpet, green sludge is smeared across the walls, and a bookshelf full of records and trophies are smashed to bits. Oh dear.
Oh, man!
No, what kind of monster did this? The Mothman scoops up a handful of shattered records, letting shards fall between his feathers. These were original copies! Couldn't you just download the digital album? No, it's about the rich, omnidimensional sound! Ignoring Atlas's muttering, Jamie runs her claws across the wall, tracing out the words written in faintly glowing slime. DailyGhostWatch.net. The hell does that mean? Sounds like a website. Atlas looks up from the vinyl wreckage, wiping away his tears. Shh, it's just some blog that reports on abnormal occurrences. Makes sense. I was actually a mod there for like a month. Ew. Moderation's important. Yeah, you nerds better get snooping. I'll make it quick. Where should I start? The computer probably holds the most amount of information. Sneaking around the office, you stop at the desk, resting in one corner. A junky computer hums with power and the monitor rests on the desk, a single sticky note slapped to its screen. It reads, "Password deathproof," in messy pen strokes. You click on the monitor, which blinks on and flashes a group photo of the studio members before sputtering out again. Clicking on the monitor once more, you click the minimize webpage and are greeted with the ghost hunting forum. Someone seems to have scoured the page, leaving comments and even arguing with users under the username RadioGhost1. One comment reads, "This guy sounds so cool, I wonder what he was like in life." A response under the same username reads, "Great post! Heaven's really missing out, lol." Scrolling down, you see that Radio Ghost 1's been banned for self-advertising. You're about to check the other tab open on the computer, but you're cut short as something cold brushes against you. Turning around sharply, you see a human-sized figure crafted out of empty toxic waste cans sitting in the dusty office chair. The figure has a marker mouth hanging open in a smile, its head built from a half-crushed water jug and paper clips strung together like hair. A name tag clipped to the forehead reads, "Debbie." This is seriously creepy. Investigation. Roll difficulty 4. Success! Let's see here. Boohoo Answers. The other tab left open was for a site called Boohoo Answers. Question: how to banish a ghost? Hi, I've got a ghost living in my house and it's going on 8 years. I've tried everything. Psychics, priests, investigators, you name it. He won't leave. Help. 10 answers. Ask him to pay rent, but raise the price each month. Trap reply. Hang in there, sweet pea. If you need a medium, I accept virtual sessions. I'll share my website if you're in need of extra resources. Good luck. Dude, same. I've got a bloody ghost in my bathroom mirror and she won't stop knocking on the glass. What does she want? This user was last online 725 days ago. You'll want to take a red marker and draw 2 touching circles followed by a long oval connecting the shape, preferably on the wall. The active protection words will banish any spirit. Circle, circle, mirror. Didn't work. Also, fuck you. Wanna know my secret? Garlic bread. I eat like 6 sticks a day and haven't seen a single ghost. You really think it's that easy to exile a vengeful spirit? If it were that easy, I wouldn't be here. You're all frauds. You see that the user has been permanently banned. Atlas stands near the door, scrolling through his phone. Apparently, the Daily Ghost wrote an article about Elkhorn Station. The Mothman skims over the blog post. Dude, they didn't bother mentioning Mike by name. Does that matter? Mike's just a faceless green poltergeist to these people. See? Literally, no face. Alice holds out his phone, showing off a blurry green mask, wearing a hat and a hoodie. It's difficult to make out. Isn't that how the whole cryptid gig works? I guess you're right. Jamie shrugs and turns away from Atlas, their tail knocking over the small trash can, spilling the contents all over the floor. Whoops. Investigation. Roll difficulty 5. Success! Result A+1. Let's see here. Muffled voices. Dead carnations. You hear a muffled voice and put your ear up against the wall to listen in better. Debbie, quit putting garbage in with the fan mail. I'm not reading any more scams. There's a long pause before the voice picks up again. Look, I was wondering. It's about my work hours. You see, usually I'm sharper than a wolf bite, but the past decade's felt rather dull. I was thinking maybe I could take a break. I'd spend that time reconnecting with the living part of me. There's a drone of silence before you hear a muffled slam and the sound of a can crumpling in someone's grip. Investigation. Roll difficulty 6. Success! Let's see here. The vase of pink and white carnations, a small card clipped to the side. With a frown, you pick up the card and read, "Here's to 5 years at Elkhorn Radio," and many, many more. That was not here before. I don't think it was. Oh, it's shifting. I saw that. Glancing over the card, Atlas scoffs. Oh, that's bad. Investigation. Roll difficulty 7. Success! Result. 7 plus 1. What does that mean? You look to the corkboard nailed to the wall, taking note of various pages tacked to the board. Marker mustaches are scribbled over a single group photo, a man wearing a red hoodie scratched out entirely. A printed out calendar is pinned to the wall with August 21st circled and labeled doctor's appointment. There's even a coupon for a free case of toxic waste energy tacked to the corkboard. Tearing off the coupon, you bring it to Alice, hoping for some insight. What's this?
Hold on a sec.
Oh, that's the drink that killed Mike Madhouse. It's that infamous soda brand known for its insane caffeine content. You immediately regret asking, but decide to keep the coupon anyways. Just in case? Investigation. Roll difficulty 8. Ugh. There we go. Let's see here. Following the trail of papers, you stop at the smashed trophy case with the words "Stinks worse than Momo" spray painted in red over the whole thing. It seems to have held a variety of commemorations and awards celebrating radio entertainment the station had broadcast. You shift through the destruction, only finding the remains of awards to obscure bands and talk shows like Shark Infinity, Tiny Red Panda, and DJ Bean Angel. Nothing about Madhouse, though. Looks like Mike's really taking this personally. Dude, Shark Infinity recorded here! Investigation. Roll difficulty 9. Shit, I won. Taking a step back, you feel a crunch under your shoe. You look down, realizing you've stepped onto crumpled pages of overdue bills addressed to Elkhorn Radio. Crouching down, you pick up a crumpled newspaper scrap accusing Elkhorn Radio of poor working conditions and long work hours. The author seems especially resentful in this article. You mumble the last sentence aloud. I hope the station owner faces justice. Alright, nerds, we gotta go. Jamie gestures to the door, their tail flicking impatiently. Fine. There's no way I can salvage this. Alice begrudgingly leaves the remains of shattered vinyls behind. Atlas briskly marches ahead. You walk like a pigeon. Following Atlas's voice, you and Jamie turn the corner and stop abruptly. He's fiddling with the doorknob. It's totally jammed! Atlas, cut short as a hand shoots out from the door, grabbing the moth's neck fluff. It stops, confused, and slinks back behind the door. Guess I scared him off? The door suddenly vanishes, leaving Atlas tumbling into the studio room.
Well. What took you so long? Y'all three totally left me hanging. Dead air is a career killer in this line of work. You could have at least rescheduled my producer.
You mean the jug-headed abomination back in the office? Ah, so you met old Debbie. Not much of a talker. Madhouse Mike laughs at his own joke. Suddenly blinking into view, Mike appears in his full ghoulish glory. You're really real! Of course I'm real! You think I host a radio show just for kicks? I've been waiting for a special guest slot for ages! Oh my gosh, Mike Madhouse! Alice takes a sharp breath, absolutely starstruck at the sight of his hero, a real urban legend. This music goes so hard. The music is so good. Atlas looks up at Jamie, who's blankly staring at Madhouse, a wild look in their eyes. Jamie, don't. We're here to join you on tonight's show and ask you some questions. I don't think it'd be a good idea. Madhouse pauses. To turn down such big fans! Except you, the one with the ram horns. I don't deal with devils. Bold choice of words for a dead man. You're a fire hazard. Sorry, Jamie. I understand. Weak-willed spirits tend to fall faint around me. Alice does a giddy fist pump to himself and stands up straight.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet! Yes, this is business. I'm a serious business boy. I'm I'm sure that's the point, but why is Madhouse kinda hot though? There's something wrong with me. Evening Ghouls and Ghosts are back live at Elkhorn Radio, located just off Route 101. For those just tuning in, I'm your ghastly host, Madhouse Mike, and welcome to the Witching Hour. We've got a special treat tonight, guests from the realm of the living. Why don't you introduce yourselves? Mike makes a nod, cueing the two in. Lex, if you're listening, you owe me $20. Dude, now's not the time. You whisper to the Mothman, shooting him a glare. I'm Barry, and this is Atlas. We're both big fans. Wow, you've got guts moving to a town full of cryptids. I guess so. Were you scared? A little, but I know I'll be okay with my cosmic guardian around. A what? My ghost cat Taro. She's meant to protect me, but she does do her own thing. Where is Taro, anyway? Sounds like you've got a real affinity for spirits. And a knack for trouble. You elbow Atlas and the two of you exchange cheeky smiles. And I suppose Trouble here is the one and only Mothman, prophet of the Silver Bridge, bringer of disaster. So what's it like being an omen of destruction? No, that'd be my dad. I'm just a Mothman, not the Mothman. I can't really control my visions either. I'm just here helping out a cursed friendo. You can see the future? Hell yeah, give us a prophecy, Mothman. Atlas looked a little frazzled, his eyes darting which way. Like on the spot? I just want to talk about Barry's curse. It's okay, just go with the flow. What's in my future? Okay, sure, yeah, I can try. Closing his eyes, the moth folds his wings and tilts his head to one side as if he's trying to listen in on something. Nope, never mind, I can't do this. Why not? I guess ghosts are just too dang hard to read. Can we move on to the next bit? Seriously? Sorry, man. It was worth a shot. You feel a little underwhelmed. What about my future? Barry, you're gonna oversleep and wake up with a headache. Oh man, you're definitely underwhelmed. Any tips on how to set these things into motion? How am I supposed to know? Fate is stupid and impossible to figure out. Wow, real inspiring stuff, little dude. Mike waves his hand around, shaking his head around with a smile. I say we move on to our next segment. How about some episodic callbacks? It should be a total breeze for such big fans. Yep, I'm a real mega fan. Episode 15, which undead horror did we interview on the show? You sit there quietly, shuffling her feet and tapping the counter, unsure of what to say. My mom. Bloody bones! The Mothman throws a wing up into the air, exclaiming the answer. Holding her arms across her chest, you sink into their chair with a scowl. Perfect! This is a spicy one. In episode 26, who was Bigfoot's secret lover? It's on the tip of my tongue! Bigfoot number 2. The Goat Man! Not bad, though you really ought to give your friend here a chance. Mike snickers. I'm a little unprepared here. Right, I'm getting ahead of myself. In season 1's finale, what news broke that night? Pretty sure you died. Atlas gently taps on the foot with a talon and whispers to you before you can answer. There was an alien abduction. It was aliens! Oh yeah, just how many of my episodes of my show aired on the radio? Atlas whispers to you in a hushed voice. 32. 32! Correct. Madhouse's smile falters. Next question, what did I have for breakfast? You look to Atlas for an answer, but he doesn't respond. I don't know. The ghost is absolutely thrilled by Atlas's answer. Any real listener would know I skip breakfast. That's totally unfair. It's green. Oh yeah? Hey Atlas, who sponsored Season's 2 recap episode? Atlas shrugs. I skip the ad breaks. How do you skip ads on a radio? Toxic waste energy! It was toxic waste and... But good try! We're cutting to commercial. He points at Atlas. You. Me? You'll be helping me out here. Wow, okay. Now you all know that personally I love toxic waste. In fact, I drank so much that my skin turned green. But I can recognize my own biases, so don't just take my word for it. Atlas pal, why don't you try out their newest flavor, Beyond the Grave? A can of toxic waste suddenly appears in the Mothman's grasp, as though he'd always been holding it. Oh no, there's a health bar. Atlas grips the can in his claws and cracks it open, letting the green foam trail down his feathers. Yeah, sure, but didn't this lukewarm soda literally kill you? You'll give me an autograph, right? Just drink it. He takes a sip. Blech. No, shit. The moth drops like a rock. So what do you think? I'm sure we're all dying to know. Suddenly Atlas perks right back up and wipes away the green liquid trailing from his mouth. Wowzers, I feel like my skeleton could jump out and dance a jig. Seriously, Beyond the Grave will knock your socks off. You jump from your seat. Wait, what's going on? What did you do to Atlas? Chillax is only temporary, assuming you can get through this next segment. It's time for my favorite game, Fake or Folklore. Shit. Can I just say, I really enjoy our time spent together, Maddie. If I may be so bold, management says screw right off. Seriously, I can't read that fast. Anyway. Why don't you explain the rules, Flyboy? Atlas jitters unnaturally, his antennae twitching as he speaks. Sure thing, Maddie. The rules are easy. Mike here will describe a cryptid and you have to guess what it is. If you get it wrong, you'll suffer a tiny penalty. If you're alive by the end, you win! A penalty? I'm guessing you'll kill me if I refuse to play. No way! I'll just be keeping Atlas as collateral, so by all means, leave your precious Mothman behind. I could use a co-host. Fine. Is it... automatic... something. Death approaches, so let's just save real quick. I saw that. Does it change every time? Fine, I'll play your stupid game. You plop back down the cushioned office chair and fold your arms. Now's your chance to really let your knowledge shine. Couldn't have said it better myself, Flyboy. Now let's get started with some fake or folklore. Question 1. Sighted in 1971, the Missouri monster Momo is known to scare off attackers with what? Don't they smell really good? I think they stave people off with their stench. That's certainly an answer. Come on, are you even trying? You're completely right. I've gone softer than a marshmallow. Question 2. Old Ephraim, a cryptid found terrorizing Logan Canyon in 1923. What creature? This looks correct. Is Ephraim a big bear? You're just guessing at this point. How daring! Madhouse gestured to Atlas, who's shaking like a ragdoll. Correct! Huh, I certainly wasn't expecting that. Good on you. Oh, thanks. Next question? Oh, now this is a good one. Question 3. The Rochester Giant, sighted in 1965, crushed the hood of whose car? Harold. Harold sounds about right. That's like a normal name. Yeah, you totally fell for it. The Rochester Giant doesn't exist. Bzz. Wrong, but Maddie, you totally cheated. So what? Narrator, you flinch from a sudden jolt of pain aching through your body. Ugh, ow. I think we have time for one last question as an encore to the folks at home. Mike leans into his microphone, lowering his voice to a low growl. Do you know what happens to cheaters? A sore runs down your spine as you hold your ground. So you admit it. I make the rules. It's my show, my rules, my game. The ghost suddenly blinks out only to reappear behind Atlas.
You're just another fake fan.
In a flash, Mike melds with Atlas and the two form a much larger, scarier creature. Oh.
You know who I am.
Oh. Oh.
I'm a goddamn urban legend, and I'm done wasting my eternity in this place. Don't I deserve to be free? Somehow, even in death, I'm still working. All night, every day, all the time, forever. Well, I'm done with liars, fakers, and those goddamn ghost hunters. None of them ever cared about the real me.
Dude needs a therapist.
I quit. No more graveyard shits, no more management, and no more fake fans.
The pair looks down at their hands and wiggles each finger.
Do you know what happens to fake fans?
The cryptid laughs, taking a wobbly step forward.
I get their souls.
Atlas staggers forward and swipes his talons through the air, narrowly missing you. You roll off your chair onto the floor, and without realizing it, you sprint for the door in an effort to simply stay alive. Atlas, what about our Friday movie night? Atlas can't hear you! We were gonna watch the extended edition of that one fantasy trilogy with director's commentary! The Mothman goes rigid and his antennae flick forward. And subtitles? You fumble with the doorknob, trying to get it open. Atlas' left leg jerks to one side, almost toppling the Mothman over. He takes another step, but trips over nothing, like two drivers fighting for the same steering wheel. Are you crazy? We can't just combine cryptids. The radio man moth sounds fucking stupid. Jamie, help! The Jersey Devil clambers into the room, confused. They look around, only to watch the possessed Mothman jerk and jitter towards the duo, muttering and clawing his own feathers.
What?
Did Atlas get taller? That's the first thing you noticed! This is unforgivable. Aw, not used to being the armrest, huh, shorty? This isn't a contest! You're right, feelers don't count. I think now it's time to fight. But that'll hurt him! Oh, so now you care. Gosh, Barry, I thought you were supposed to protect me. Huh? Let's make this quick. Madless laughs in your face. The music. I just want to appreciate it for a minute. Okay, we're turning it up so I can appreciate it properly. God. Madless opens up by chucking an oversized stereo speaker with supernatural force. Psychotoss, roll difficulty 6. Failure. Result 6 minus 1. What? Jamie's clonked over the head, taking 4 damage. Haha, freebie! Are you two even trying? Madless frees, who swipes his claws at the demon, who narrowly dodges the attack. Barry, I need direction! What do I even do? Choose a skill in the top left corner. Click it. Smack him. Roll difficulty 7. Success! Result 4 plus 3. Oh, good. Okay, success? What does that mean? Great, let me explain the basics. Shit. Where do I even start? You see damage, base damage, then you, stats and modifiers, add number to your roll, stamina, exhaustion, my brain hurts. It's okay, take your time. Physical special split is my nose breathing, deep breaths. I can't do this. If I hurt last, I'll would cry and I would never forgive myself. Oh god, I really am the devil. Atlas, help! Not my problem. No, I'm not explaining shit. Shut up and fight me, please. Okay, it seems Atlas' innate desire to overshare is more powerful than any supernatural force. What do you need to know? All moves have a listed stamina cost ranging from 0 to 5, and all party members have stamina ranging from 0 to 4. Oh, he's cute! Whenever you use a move, you lose a listed stamina cost, but every party member not involved gains +1 stamina. Some moves use multiple party members, so keep that in mind. You can use any move regardless of how much stamina you have versus its cost, but if you go into the negatives, you become exhausted. Exhausted party members cannot act for a set amount of turns until they become unexhausted. Anything else? That. MTA moves until attack is simple. It's the number of turns you can take until the foe in question can act. It's a fun little countdown going to mark when we can kick your butt. Some enemies can also attack multiple times when their counter reaches 0, so it's safe to assume that the foes fighting by themselves will go more than once in any given encounter. One important thing to note is how KO'd party members affect delay. If a party member is KO'd, any healing can bring them up from 0 health. There's no revives after all. To balance this out, whenever an enemy's turn ends and any party members are KO'd, their maximum delay is lowered by each downed party member. For example, if you have a team of 4 and 2 are downed, the enemy acts and has a maximum delay of 5. Their delay would be set to 3 because 2 party members being downed sped up the process. Anything else? The stats I get, at least. Oh, this is easy! So moves typically laid out as follows. Success, failure, checks your modifier versus enemy modifier or fixed difficulty, cost, X stamina. When a skill does damage, in order to figure out whether it's resisted by either P defense or S defense, just think of what it's doing. If it's punching, it's P defense, but if you're singing a fireball, it's resisted by S defense. Anything else? Pretty sure I know this. 6 stats. Brawn, brains, guts, hustle, charm, and occult. Physical strength. Mental strength. Charms your charisma and likability. Power mod for additional bonus to attacking power. Whenever damage on power mod is a flat bonus added. Flat bonus to defense. Damage is split into 2 types, physical and supernatural. Oh, so it's physical defense and supernatural defense. Hey, Jamie? That's everything. Hey, Jamie? It's okay. Get his ass. Jamie's totally fired up, the spark of determination gleaming in their wild eyes. It inspires you too. Maybe things will work out. Maybe you can do this. Let's see Atlas. Madless freaks out. I need a breather. Jamie closes their eyes and the flame between their horns casts a cool light over their allies, mending some of their wounds. Oh, thank God. It's time to fight. Can I attack with you? Heavy damage, sure. Spirit Blaze, roll difficulty 11. Reroll. Come on, please. Success! No!
Let's end this quickly.
Reaching up, Jamie cups the flame in their hands and whispers a spell, the small flame dancing forward before exploding into a wild burst of hellfire. Is engulfed in a pale blue light and takes 7 damage. Yeah! Preparing to attack. I'm not even gonna try and read their name. It's time to fight. Roll difficulty 7. Success! Result 5 plus 3. Dash. Success. Take 6 damage. Power is lowered. Yeet an oversized stereo at me. Oh, thank God. Oh, no. It's time to fight. Jamie also takes 50% recoil. It's okay, you have safe. 4.
Forgive me.
It's time to fight. Medium damage. Raises target. Move works but raises opponent POW. Lowers target's difficulty. Sure, let's just bash him again. That's bound to work, right? Success! Result 7 plus 3. Thwack takes 8 damage. Now we're by -1. You losers really thought you could defeat me? What a joke. You're looking at the next Mothman, baby! Yeah! Not a Mothman, but the Mothman. No more patronizing stares or shifty glances. Just sheer crystalline terror. I'm a legend. I'm a demon. Alice pops back to normal. I'm a little lightheaded.
Know your place.
Hi. The door to the studio buckles, splitting open as monstrous Taro bursts into the room. With a triumphant meow, she knocks Atlas to the ground. Sprawled on the floor, all battered and dazed, Alice hacks at a mouthful of toxic waste. Taro, what the hell? Alice, are you okay? Alice gives you a weak thumbs up. Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry for scaring you. Helping Atlas to his feet, you keep an arm around him as you nervously glance around. Where's Madhouse? Mike, you coward! Grasping at the air, the Jersey Devil exhales a gout of blue flame as they throw punches at nothing. Do you honestly think that'll work? Throwing another punch, Jamie winces. It actually strikes Madhouse's open palm. Coward? The ghost blinks back into view with a giddy laugh and a smile. Jamie yanks her hand away, but it's too late. Madhouse has coiled his fist around their arm. Didn't I tell you? Jamie doesn't care. They swing their head back and slam their skull against the ghost's face, leaving Madhouse sputtering. I don't deal with... Throwing their other fist, Jamie punches their arm through Madhouse's chest. Let me finish! They're both stuck. Jamie can't move their arms. Jamie bites and kicks them to no avail. They're tangled in a tangible, intangible mess. Way to go and ruin the moment, bonehead. Madhouse tightens his grip around the devil. You wouldn't dare. What? I've never possessed a demon before. Your soul would be incinerated.
Yawn.
So what? I'll manage. Either way, it's a win-win. Madhouse's jaw suddenly unhinges, a curled horn jutting out of the side of his head. He clasps a hand over his face and stifles a cry, his ghastly form flickering in the iridescent lights. I told you it wouldn't work! Jamie acts fast, taking this moment to finally tear their hand out of Madhouse's chest while he writhes, shaking ectoplasm off their claws. Madhouse gets an encore! Oh no, of course he does. Jamie's trying to hold back for Atlas's sake. What have you got? Tuna Defender. Tuna Defender, that sounds funny. 7. I'm not gonna use my karma for this. My claws are getting sharper! And you lower your defense because, of course. Alice daydreams about having a raven familiar. What have you got? Lore dump, kinesis, bump up. Let's try this one. There we go, finally.
Gotcha!
His red eyes flicker to a hazy green. He reaches towards the demons and speaks. Maddie, I'm hurt you turned on us like that. I know you're struggling, but we're like your biggest fans. Can't we talk about this over some drinks? Let's kiss and make up. You can autograph my shirt. I don't know you. Lunging at the Mothman, Madhouse is struck down by a crushing supernatural force. Madhouse grasps his chest and wheezes. What the hell? Atlas staggers back and shakes his head. Huh? Madhouse takes 9 damage and Atlas coughs up ectoplasm, taking 3 recoil damage. Madhouse's brains is lowered, so he's -2. The demon gargles, craning his head back before exhaling a cloud of noxious waste. Taro steps in to protect everyone. Noxious blast. Roll difficulty 8. Fail. Fuck. I can reroll for you. A toxic haze falls over the party, but Taro takes the brunt of the poison. She's hit with 4 damage. Madhouse's berry and slashes his claw through the air. Taro steps in the way of the attack. No need to fear, Taro is here. Phantom slash. Roll difficulty 7. Okay, fine. Taro comes up mostly unscathed, taking 1 damage. Why did I waste a karma for that? Atlas daydreams about having a raven familiar. Yeah, we'll do this. Roll difficulty 11. I'm gonna be here a while. Oh, shit. Result 9 + 3. Jimmy cups a flame in their hands and whispers a spell, the small flame dancing forward before exploding into a wild burst of hellfire. Takes a hefty 10 damage. He looked at Atlas nervously. Pounce. Success! 9 + 2. Pounces, scratching Madhouse across the face, dealing 9 damage. I wanted to believe you loved it here, working a dream job, but now I know that was a total lie. Get over yourself. You don't know me. I know you're on the road to eradication. A crooked grin peels across the demon's face as he giggles to himself. You saw my future back there, didn't you? Huh? No, I can't. I didn't. You're one shitty liar. If you keep this up, you're going to die. Like, die. No one cares. The demon gargles, craning his head back before exhaling a cloud of noxious waste. Stop breathing at me. Failure. Taro could use some help. Lore dump. 10. Ugh. We're almost there. Success!
Gotcha!
Begins his rambling, making Madhouse get sleepy. In episode 3 of 1 of Slanger the Raid Werewolf Lover Barbarian, it's revealed that Slanger's mom is actually— No, dude, stop. It's too dorky getting sleepy. 4 boredom damage. Turn is delayed by 3 turns. Oh, good. Taro. Heal Taro before they die. Please? Oh, good. Barry could use some help. I'm working on it! And me. Success! Atlas can use some help. Atlas, you're just gonna have to wait, my guy. Dash, roll difficulty 8. Success. Barely. Thwack. Pounce. Roll difficulty 8. Success! 9 + 2. Madhouse is preparing to attack. Jimmy cannot act, you have to pick someone else. That's fun, that's fine. Roll difficulty 7. Failure.
Oh dear.
Well, I healed him a little bit. Madhouse takes Barry's words the wrong way and is also invigorated. Almond is wazed. This is for the fans. Phantom Slash. Roll difficulty 8. Failure. Shark is knocked back, taking 6 damage. Madhouse cackles. His difficulty is raised by 1. Alice coughs up more ectoplasm. Stop it. Raises karma or raises ally stats. Hamad, health. Let's go for this again because I'm still waiting. Whack. Okay, we're almost done. Success! And a surprising attack. Well, can you die? Oh my god. Success! Thanks, little friend. Turn count 13, rank S. You've unlocked some new dice. Would you like to equip a new set? Sure, why not? All reliable, diehard purist, lemon squeezy, jackalope's fate, cynic eye Sam. Diehard purist sounds funny, but lemon squeezy also just sounds funny. High rolls but only 1 karma. If you fail on a reroll, you still get that karma back.
You're the real deal, huh? Guess that's a wrap, folks.
Why don't I get to see the stats before I pick it?
You're the real deal.
Fuck. The ghost form flickers, Madhouse crumbling to the floor in an ectoplasmic heap. Let me finish this. Jamie steps forward, a fire roaring in their eyes. No, I still have questions! Take hold of Jamie's arm, trying to hold them back. Is that all really you care about? You're all so clueless. Snapping out Mike mushes the last bit of strength he has and latches onto you. You're coming with me. Stirring awake, you blink spots from your vision, feeling oddly light. What is this place? You furrow your eyebrows and shield your face from the pale white light. You glance down and see a harsh green outline below. It's Madhouse with a stunned look on his face and a firm grip on your ankle, holding you in place. Let go of me. No, you'll disappear. Is that the point? Do you want me gone? You kick and squirm, trying to break out of the specter's grasp. Hold on, wait, just chillax for a second. Reeling you in like a kite on a string, Madhouse finally lets you go and quickly looks away. Look, it's no big deal. I just dragged your soul out of your body and set you adrift in the void. You mean I'm dead? Yeesh, it sounds a lot worse when you put it that way. Where are we? Drifting in a doorway between the spirit and the material world. I usually wake up here if I pass it at my desk for too long. Now give me your soul. No, you give me your soul. Nah. Why'd you drag me in here? What do you want from me? I need you as a vessel to escape. Don't you feel bad for me? Come on, you've seen movies. You know how this ends. I can tell you whatever you want. What's but a pesky curse? Punch him, punch off his hat at his afterlife with your fist. Whack. Ugh. You're an asshole. Oh, my nose. How'd you even touch me?
You dragged me into this hell dimension, and newsflash, we're both ghosts!
You throw your arms over your head, gesturing around the empty vacuum of space.
Bad for you, Mike. You didn't deserve to die, let alone become a monster, but now you're totally acting like one.
Mike is stunned, unsure of what to say.
If you're gonna eat my soul, you might as well do it already.
Gladly.
But I don't think you will. The Phantom backs off. You're right, I can't do this. Why not? I don't want to hurt you. I shouldn't have put any of you through this. I just don't know what else to do. I want to escape, but what if I up and disappear? All I have is this job. I can't remember my old life. Can't even remember my old face. Mike tips his hat down, covering his eyes. Damn it. You're not going to disappear. So that's the other defunct nobodies out there. If you really want a fresh start, you can start a podcast. It's like a radio show you carry in your pocket. On your cell phone? Mike perks up, a slight twinkle in his dead eyes. You go to check out your phone only to realize it's back in the material world. I'll show you later, even if you're a jerk. If it means anything, I think you're worth more than this crusty old station. Mike hesitates a moment before throwing his arms around you, giving you a big hug.
For not giving up on me.
You don't have to be the Elkhorn Station poltergeist. Not anymore. Not if it makes you miserable. Get out of here.
fault!
You knew bringing a human here was dangerous.
Says the ghost gobbling demon.
Ah, right. Toto, where the hell were you?
Who cares? I was there to protect my human, and that's what matters.
You did the bare minimum.
Bite your tongue.
I knew everything would work out.
Stop lying to yourself, Atlas.
But I really can't see the future.
Then prove it, mothball.
Shush, look, Barry's waking up. Ugh, I feel terrible. Thank goodness you're okay. Tara leaps into your arms, nuzzling against your neck and purrs. That's my human. More importantly, that loathsome ghost is gone. Jamie lets out a sigh of relief. Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. You don't respond, a lump forming in the back of your throat. Trailing behind the group, you stare down at the ground, listening to the cold gravel crunching underneath your shoes. Slowing to a stop, your group reaches the car, watching as you dig around your pocket and pull out a set of car keys. The crew takes one last look back at the abandoned station. You watch as cracks and vines climb up the walls, the radio tower is starting to rust over as the gleaming red beacon at the top flickers, then blinks out. Is something wrong? You look distressed. Jamie places a clawed hand on your shoulder. Oh yeah, it's cool, haha, don't worry about me. Do you mind if we catch a ride with you? My hooves are killing me. And can we crash at your place? I'd rather not risk waking my housemate Gus at this hour. We don't mind, the more the meowier. Don't just answer for me. Well, I figured you could use the company. I do love sleepovers. Fine, not like I have a choice here. What's wrong? Is it the Gus thing? He's a sweet guy once you get past the shedding. No, I don't know how to feel. I didn't get any answers about the stupid curse, I nearly died, and now my one source of information is gone. Good information, anyway. I'm a great source of information. Every rumor holds a speck of truth. Like eating spiders in your sleep. Atlas, that rumor was debunked. I needed you to know this. Oh, thank God. Wait, really? There's this giant fucking spider in my room, and I'm actually kind of terrified I ate it one night. The thing was, like, huge. Like, probably the size of my palm. I turned over in my bed, looked to the side, and this giant friggin' spider was just on my wall, and I thought I was gonna die. For real, though, are you guys okay? I'm great. Tired. I'll be okay, just really sick of the color green. Boy, I hear ya. But it was kinda cool being the tall one for a second there. You and Jamie exchanged worried glances. Nah, I still prefer you pint-sized. Yeah, let's never do that again. Don't worry, little guy, I'm sure you looked cool. Oomph. Piling into the car, you flick on the headlights and turn the key, pulling out of the parking lot away from the abandoned radio station. Trailing through the woods, you click on the radio back to channel 103.1. Your heart sinks as all you hear is static, drowning out the hum of the car's engine. The show's really over. 103.1 is nothing but dead air on the radio waves. Taking a deep breath, you finally muster up the courage to change the channel, flipping back to a generic oldies station. Looking over your shoulder, you see Jamie resting their head against the car window, already dozing off, though one sharp turn would send their horns to the glass. At least Taro looks adorable, all curled up in Jamie's arms. Your cell phone chimes in the cup holder of the car, much to your dismay at the phone call. The number is a garbled mess of words and numbers, and even the screen is glitching out. The phone in your grasp shudders, the screen glitching out as a massive green ooze squeezes itself through the dock connector. With a wet splat, the slime ball picks itself up and forms a small glowing orb. Hey, hey, hey! Hang up! I'm finally free! Sure, I lost a few limbs, but I'm free! You were seriously camping out in my phone? I thought you died. Bingo! No way am I beefing it yet. I've got a ton of life left in me. How? Tying yourself to a person takes a lot of negative energy, so I figured why not try a smartphone instead? This thing's jam-packed with bad vibes. But you can't just leave, you're the Elkhorn radio ghost. Not anymore! You... A gout of steam curls from Jimmy's jaws, heat rising off the awakened demon. Their wild eyes lock onto the glowing green orb, who squeaks out in fear. It looks so adorable. Wretched spectre, you dare to show your face after what you've done? Jamie? Jamie, be cool. Remember what we practiced? Be cool. Hiya, bonehead. Jamie throws their clawed hand forward, slashing at Mike, who bounces around the passenger seat. Punching a ghost while he's down, huh? Typical demon. The ghost darts around the car, taunting the demon while frantically dodging Jamie's claw swipes. Barry, eyes on the road! I'm trying! I'm going to devour your soul! Watch me out! Coming up fast, a hulking figure stands wide-eyed on the road, staring blankly at the car racing towards them. Atlas frantically grabs at the wheel. Ah! The car skids forward, squealing as you slam on the brakes. Crunch. The shock of your heart— oh, would I kill somebody? The shock of your heart's break hits you, your senses begin flooding back all at once. With each newly regained sensation, you fear the worst. You expect to smell smoke filling the car, feel an airbag smothering your face, or taste the tang of blood in your mouth. Luckily, none of that's the case. The car and the passengers within it are mostly unharmed, with save some mental scarring. Jamie and Atlas attempt to regain their composure, while Taro's shocked expression tells you she probably has 8 lives now. You gaze out the windshield, which dawns a crack across its face. The vehicle stops in the middle of the road, and before you stands a big, scary dog. Taro squeezes herself under the car seat, cowering. Oh gosh, oh geez. Alice unbuckles, kicks the side door open, and scrambles out of the car. Is everyone okay? I'm hanging in there. Not you! Alice tries swatting Mike away like a pesky mosquito, but the ghost is unfazed as Atlas' fluffy hand passes clean through him. Ouch. I'm glad you guys are alright. The towering demon emerges from your car and glares down at the glowing green orb. They frown only to let out an exasperated sigh. Our battle will have to wait. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Mike blips out. Please keep that horrible hairy monster away from me. Not a problem, we'll just apologize after the big guy ride home and boom, we're in the clear! Let's just bail. Not happening. Psst, everyone knows you can't outrun a werewolf. I wasn't worried about that. Do you have a death wish? Don't worry, Jamie, I've got the reflexes. I click fast. I've got the reflexes of a housefly. Okay, Mothman. Atlas turns away from Jamie and immediately begins to poke the heaping pile of fur with a stick. Good idea. Hey, buddy, you alright down there? I'm just gonna stand over here away from whatever you're doing. Moonlight pours through Moonlight pours through the thick tree line of a silvery light cast over the large beast fallen in the dirt. As Atlas pokes the beast, it begins to stir, his thick claws scraping through the earth with flexing muscles. The werewolf picks himself off the ground, rips a stick out of Atlas' scraps, and snaps it in half. Why were you standing in the road? Why were you standing in the middle of the road? The werewolf roars, his voice a jumbled snarl mixed with the bellow of a man. This werewolf is howling mad. Don't stand in the middle of the fucking road then. Winces as his bones snap back into place. Okay. I don't remember what my dice did. You were supposed to babysit. The wolfman roars, his wild eyes glaring down at the little mothman. Remember? Wait, August?
June's fast asleep, and you're nowhere to be found.
August paces back and forth, eyeing the mothman like a beast ready to strike.
Follow my nose, I find you're out here partying with your friends.
You know him? Yes, this is August, my favorite housemate and best friend. Who would never mull me over a scheduling slip-up, right? Housemate? You're a pest. Hey. Jamie bristles with anger, the flame atop their head shooting off sparks. I know you didn't mean that. Hey, let's all just pump the brakes. Unlike when you hit me with your car. Barry takes 10 emotional damage. Don't take this out on Barry, you're the one standing in the middle of the road. See, this is the problem. I try to have an honest dialogue and you yell at me. You're a slacker, you never do what you're told, and the one time I ask you to sit your ass down for the evening, you leave. Yeah, once Hazel got home from work, August looks like he's about to explode. I baked the macaroni casserole like you asked. Did you turn off the oven? This is going nowhere. Jamie clears her throat and slides the mothman behind them. What Atlas is trying to say is that he is very sorry. I'm gonna tear your feelers off. I know he can be a hassle, but thanks for giving Atlas a safe place to stay. Jamie places a gentle hand on the wolfman's shoulder. Tearing his arm away, August snaps back at Jamie, trying to bite them as they yank their hand back. Don't bite me! If you're so close, why doesn't he follow you home? I live in a bad part of town. The abandoned mine? The Weeping Catacombs, actually. Yeesh, how's rent? Rough. Blood Dakota only accepts mailed checks. What is happening? I was not partying, Gus. We were searching for clues related to Barry's curse. Who? The werewolf grunts, his amber eyes drifting down before resting on you. He's staring at you now. You don't look cursed. It's like a feeling of unease. Something terrible is gonna happen to me and I can't stop it. I don't even know what it is. Welcome to the club. You look down at the ground, shuffling your shoes across the dirt. Nah, my curse isn't nearly as cool as yours. Cool? Bending to the whims of a celestial body isn't something I'd call cool. It's tragic and dangerous. I guess? No way! Werewolves are cool! Oh yeah? Scaring backpackers? Howling at the moon? You stopped a moving car with your face. August sighs and shakes his head.
You could have just apologized.
Can I give you a ride to the hospital?
You find a veterinarian at this hour.
The wolfman's guffaw is cut short by a sharp yelp and he winces. August, don't die! I'm sorry, you were counting on me, I should have been responsible. I'm not gonna die, it's my stupid curse wearing off. Oh. What moon phase are we in? The first quarter.
Now that explains it.
Explains what? August's monstrous form begins to waver. He starts to trudge off, leaving him teetering forward before dropping to one knee. He takes a short breath before collapsing onto the ground, totally unconscious. You know absolutely nothing about cryptid care and aren't sure how to help. Should we take him to a hospital? Does Longhope have a hospital? They have gas station sushi, so they have to have hospitals, right? You want nothing but to faceplant into the bed and never speak of this again.
Well.
While you losers were busy fighting, I called emergency services. Some cab from Hocus Health Center and Potion should be here any minute. I suppose that answers your question of the state of healthcare in the cryptid world. Really? Hey, somebody's gotta be the responsible adult around here. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, whatever. Jamie turns towards the ghost and smiles awkwardly. Madhouse scowls in response. You were a formidable foe, Madhouse Mike. It was wrong of me to attack you in your current state, considering the unfair advantage. Ah, bonehead, you cheeky devil. Maybe wait until we're out of a moving vehicle next time. Just a thought. Barry, please let me fix this. We'll worry about it tomorrow. Is the scary dog man dead? No, August is still breathing, just blacked out. Oh, swerving down the road, a jet black SUV decorated in streaks of white skids to a stop next to the party, a pair of red lights flashing.
Hey,
You were supposed to call an ambulance, not a funeral coach. We can't afford to be picky. Out of the way! Driver door opens and a stark white raven flutters onto the scene, a huge muzzled cryptid dressed in a gray jumpsuit trailing close behind. Yeah. Come on, get him in the cabin! Is that bird driving? We're short-staffed. Hold on. My mouse pad has stuff on it. Ah. The tall cryptid reaches into a jumpsuit and pulls out a pen and clipboard. Looks like he passed out from exhaustion. Werewolves with their invincibility complex. We'll get him patched up. What about the police reports? Do cryptids have insurance? Who do I talk to about this? Humans. Furrowing his eyebrows, the larger cryptid brings a hand up and flicks the raven. He'll be fine, I swear, after the coma. Maybe. Exhaling a gout of steam, the muzzled cryptid's hair bristles as he glares at the bird. Just kidding, don't worry about any of that fluff. Werewolves are incredibly resilient. With a low growl, the larger cryptid holds the clipboard out to you, expecting you to sign the paper. It's some sort of waiver, a werewolf-specific one at that. What's this? A werewolf attack report. Oz here keeps track of sightings. Yeah, I don't know. Barry's not signing anything. Atlas huffs, handing the waiver back to the muzzled cryptid who glowers down at the Mothman. You weren't bit, were you? No one got bit.
I'm listening.
Blah blah blah, okay, you guys can go now. Hey bud, we're just doing our job. Let's go, Oz. With a nod and a flit of his wings, the raven swoops back into the audience. Okay. Scooping August's unconscious form off the ground, Oz carries him away into the midnight cab. Maybe one of us should have stayed with August. Atlas watches as the SUV rolls to life and veers away. You okay to drive? No, totally, let me just rest my eyes, standing up. We should get her home. In a blink, you're being carried to the backseat of your car by Jamie. With another, you're on the road as Atlas snoozes in the passenger seat and Jamie drives quietly. Nodding off in the back seat, you hold Taro in your arms and blink awake as you see the car slow to a stop in the parking lot. You safely yawn and carry your cat up the stairs, leading the three cryptids into your suite. Before fully succumbing to sleep, you look over the side of your bed. Atlas is on the floor of your bedside, resting on a couch cushion mattress and throw blanket. The lights flicker off and you catch a glimpse of Jamie quietly closing your bedroom door. Lying on the bed of your childhood home, you grip the Polaroid camera in your hands. Tonight you're finally going to catch that monster on tape. You scoot towards your window and peek through the blinds, angling your flashlight through the glass. The backyard is empty, not even your neighbor's cat is outside yowling on the fence. With a sigh, you lower your camera and close your eyes. Maybe it was all a dream. You snap awake at the sound of knocking against your window, leaving you scrambling for your camera. Oh my gosh! Knock knock. You fumble with the camera and yank the window blinds open, a pair of massive red eyes gazing back at you. You've never seen anything like this before, now your chance! Flash. You take the photo, leaving the creature squealing and tumbling from the window, blinded by the flash. Success! You silently fist pump the air and peer through the window, trying to see where the creature had gone. Suddenly the window open, you hear a squeaky voice coming from the bushes below.
Ow! Why would you do that?
You can talk? Yeah, I can talk. I'm not some sort of boogeyman. Why are you peeking through my window? You left your lights on! Are you scared of the dark or something? No way! The strange creature splays his wings and flutters back up to your window, resting against the windowsill. You should be more careful. Resting in the lamplight is a short, scruffy creature with inky feathers and a pair of antennae. He's wearing a loose t-shirt and goggles. One of his knees is all bandaged up. What are you?
Atlas!
That's a silly name. Oh yeah? What's your name? Barry. Well, Barry, you're a weirdo. You're a talking bug. Unless you hadn't noticed, I'm a moth, not a bug. Is that why you keep knocking on my window? Yeah, sorry about that. Moth vision. Maybe keep the lights off next time. You never know what it might attract. Like what? Cryptids like me. Click. Atlas perks up, his feelers flicking to one side as his gaze shifts, glancing over your shoulder. He blinks. Look, I've gotta go. Hearing footsteps creaking towards your room, you look towards the door. Atlas? You glance back at the window to find the Mothman is gone. A low growl rumbles from the hallway, the door to your room creaking open as the sound of footsteps is replaced with a dragging, scraping noise. Huh? Slinking into the room is the outline of your mother's shadow, but instead of flicking on the lights and scolding you for staying up past bedtime, she lets out a wheeze and a twisted jumble of words leave her mouth. Lights out. Mom? You clutch the camera in your shaking hands and angle it up towards the shambling creature. The shadowy creature takes on a different, more nightmarish shape, a dozen blue eyes peeling open from its flesh. The shadowy creature growls and squeaks, trying to make out words you can't possibly understand. You've never seen anything like this before, and now's your chance. Mom? You clutch the camera in your shaking hands, angling it up towards the shambling creature. Leave me alone! Squeezing your eyes shut, you feel the flash of light behind your eyelids, the nightmarish creature recoiling at the sudden burst of white light. Strangely, the flash doesn't fade, rather it envelopes the entire room and sends you drowning in light. I'm sorry. You're woken by the sharp yowl of Taro, who's staring you down with a scowl. Oh, for goodness sake. Taro, you were thrashing around in your sleep and nearly kicked me off the bed. I had an awful dream. And Atlas was in it. Eesh, it does sound awful. Are nightmares a common thing with you? Not since I moved out. You're exhausted and more than grumpy this morning. Well, I'm glad you're awake. Taro brings a paw to her chin and thinks for a moment. You can describe your dream while you fix me breakfast. You sure? It's a doozy. Well, it's morning and this seems like a safe place to stop because I can feel my joints. So, let's turn it down so I can hear myself think a little bit. This is Cryptid Crush. I will link the game down in the description below, and I'm definitely gonna keep playing this. Like, I know they said the game isn't finished, but I want to get through to where it's finished too. Hopefully keep up with updates. Assuming it's still being updated, I'll admit that I did not check. We will see. Either way, I think it's cool. I love the art, I love the music. Hoping to see more. Also, definitely not hoping to sleep with cryptids, so, you know. Definitely not hoping for that. I do not hope that that happens at all. No, no, no. Nothing. None of that. Evil. Anyway, see you guys next week. Bye.